In this video I would like to talk about a topic that is interesting but boring, and that is why automated trading is boring most of the time. You see, this is the current status of the system, and if we open the history we can see that the last trade was closed on January the 15th. That is exactly 1 week ago. And the whole week nothing happened. The system didn't open any trades because technically we are still in an uptrend and the price is below both moving averages. It still looks like we might see a crossover here, and even if that would happen today, the system would only trade if the price is below both moving averages. And last week I have defined a minimum distance of 250 or 300 points. And if we measure that, we are currently at 275 points. It looks like the crossover might happen tomorrow or in 2 or 3 days. So actually this is very boring, but technically it's profitable. If you did what I did, you might not feel very good because you don't like to be bored. You would rather prefer to see a few $1,000s profit in the last week. But I learned that trading is not like a paycheck that you get on a predicted date. And part of reality is that there are times where nothing happens. Well, I have learned to live with that, but most people will get bored very fast. And trading is a thing that is by definition against human nature. If you think about your own trading experience, you will probably notice that most of the time you are not satisfied. The most obvious example is when you lose money. If we had continued to trade here, we might have seen an open loss, which is what we will see in the future at some point in time, and losses feel bad. Or you see something like now, where nothing happens. And that might last another week or two, and that also feels bad, because now you're bored. And even in the times where you make profits, you might be still unsatisfied because the profits are not high enough, and you ask yourself, how much more could I have made if I had changed something in my system? Well, one way to change that is to trade a server farm. Or, if you prefer, you could trade more currency pairs. So if I'm really bored, I could right-click on the next currency pair, open a new chart window, drag my robot trading system onto the chart, enable automated trading, and just like that, I have enabled the system for a different currency pair. So I need to zoom in. There we are. And you might be surprised that we see the same situation. Technically, we still have an uptrend because the green moving average is above the red one, and the price is below the moving averages, and we are almost seeing a crossover. So let's close this chart, pick the next currency pair and open another one. Now let's zoom in and we see a consolidation phase here. Technically it's a downtrend, but not a very stable one, as we see several crossovers here. So no trades here. Let's close that. What about the Australian dollar against the US dollar? Let's open it, zoom in, and this time we see we have a very stable uptrend, but even here the price is below both moving averages. So it's on the wrong side. And this is actually something that I have seen many times. There are situations where you can trade up to 22 charts and don't see a single trade happen. So let's close this one. And for now, I will stay with the Euro-US dollar hourly chart and wait if we see a crossover or not. And I cannot predict the future, but I bet as soon as this pair is going to pick up speed, we will see changes in the other ones. And that might be boring for you, but if you trade an automated system, it doesn't care. It never has to leave the house to get to work, it never needs a break, and it never gets tired or bored. And that's why I love automated trading, even in boring times. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.